Estate Maven, and today I'm out here in Douglasville, Georgia. This is west of Atlanta. I'm at a property located at 2655. Um, Got that quick. 2655 Whisper Trail. This is right off of Beaumar Road, right off of I-20 here again in Douglas County. I want to show you guys what it looks like here at the property. This is going to be a 4-bedroom, 2 full bath home. And this one here is really cute on the inside. We are just getting it on the market, so excuse the mess. We just had the tenants move out about a week ago, and the homeowner is going to be spiffing it up and going live in just a few days. And I just wanted to show you a little bit before it got too dark how it looks. It sits up on a hill. We have a nice Tudor style design, long front porch, which is nice. They got banana trees all around the property, which is nice. I got some construction in the background. Then we've got the inside here. It's going off again. Tenants just moved out, so we're going to be getting it all spiffed up for you guys. This here is bedroom number 1. I just showed you the bathing room. And it does have a glass enclosed shower. There's no carpet in this house, so it's a nice touch where you could just come in and live how you want. This room has 2 closets. You have our coat closet out here. This goes to the water heater. Again, full bath here, glass shower. Got your front door. We got our primary suites there, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. Here we have our gathering room. It's got a nice little step down. Nice touch to that too. Stone fireplace. That's how it looks from this view. And then here is bedroom number 2. This was converted into an office, but it's still a legal bedroom here, which would be nice as well. And where we are is about 25 minutes to downtown Atlanta, 20 minutes to the airport from this location, and about 35 minutes to get to Buckhead without traffic. It'll be about 45 minutes with traffic. This is a kitchen. All the appliances are going to be included. This here is laminate countertop, electric stove, microwave is going to be staying, refrigerator. We got our dishwasher here. They still actually have the cabinets wrapped in plastic, which will be almost like new once you take that off there. And this is a humongous laundry room. So this is your washer and dryer hookups right here. You've got your pantry over there and over here. You can put tons of space, tons of laundry. Put a nice folding table and ironing board in here as well. And for those just hopping on, this is in Douglasville. The asking price on this one is $349. Sellers are motivated. The tenants just moved out about 6 days ago, so pardon the mess. They're getting in here this week to get it ready for market, but I wanted to go ahead and preview it since I was here. This is the entrance to go right outside. And this here can be in addition to the master bedroom suite or primary suite, or it could be your second living room, or you make it a nursery or the 4th bedroom. It does have the connected closets here, so you have your door here, and then this would have access to these 2 closets here and here. And then this here is your primary, your main primary. So you could either, like I said, use it as a 4th bedroom, or you could make this the main primary area here. And then you have your 2 closet spaces, and then you have the sitting area for the master here. And I'm using master and primary interchangeably. I've been saying master bedroom for 26 years, so sorry for those that I have offended. I mean primary. And then this here is the bathing room for the master. Let's see if we can cut off the fan, make it a little easier to hear me. This one does have the garden tub with the sprayer, and then it also has the stand-up sprayer as well. You got your round curtain rod there. Of course, your bowl here. And then you got your dual vanities, and then you have your closets. So this room technically could do 3 closets, or you can just do that one and one of these. Make your sitting area over here. And then of course your closets here. Again, $349.9. They're motivated. They'll look at offers with closing costs. FHA, it'll go FHA, VA, conventional. They'll look at all that. All the appliances are going to stay. You will have to just get your own washer dryer. And then give me a thumbs up if you want me to take you guys outside. It is mosquitoes out there because it is warm. We got 76 degrees, and I won't risk it if y'all don't want to see it. So give me a thumbs up if you want to go outside. I'll take you guys outside. This here is the rear yard, and they got like banana trees all over the place. You got a few in the front as well. And you got a garden area right here, dog house right there, and then it's the entrance to go out there. And then they had like a little pottery thing that they were doing here for a kiln. And then it's extremely private because you've got all that back there, the kudzu, which, you know, it's Georgia. Kudzu grows like crazy. You just have to maintain it, and it's fine. It's been sitting back there for years, not bothering the house. You can see it has not overtaken the house. So, but again, there's your garden area there. You know, the tenants pretty much have abandoned that. But garden area, doggy house, and there is a clothesline going across for good old country folks. And then they had the kiln right there for their pottery. So that's how that looks out here. And like I mentioned, wherever you need to be. We're 22 minutes from the airport, about 25 minutes to downtown Atlanta, 35 minutes to Red. For those who are familiar with Douglasville, I am with traffic this time of day. It's around 6:18 my time. This traffic this time of day, it'll take me about 10, 12 minutes to get to Arbor Place Mall. So that's where I am. If you look at Arbor Place Mall on a map, it'll give you a good idea of which side of Atlanta I am on. And again, 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, roof is in good condition, HVAC works, water heater works. Don't have any problem with any of that stuff. And in fact, let me just show you where that is for y'all still watching. And I'm gonna go out, for you guys that gave me the thumbs up, I'm gonna go out through the front because it's just a little easier to walk around because I don't know if you saw the front of the house or not. So I'm gonna show you guys that. This is the HVAC right here. And let me see if I can find where our serial number is, because this is the machine labeling here. I don't see where it is first glance, but it's a relatively newer system here. It's in pretty good shape. And then another storage closet right here by the front door, which makes sense for that. And then put in the comments, where is it located, Louisa? This is in Douglasville, and it is $349.9. They are flexible on the price. They want to get it gone. The tenant just moved out about 6 days ago, and they are slowly getting out of the landlord game. So this is a nice ranch. Price is $349.9, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. No, it's not that expensive at all. It's not that bad. Let me show you guys the neighborhood a little bit. They could have done a little bit better job on the driveway, but you know, first time landlords, you know, you got to cut them a little bit of slack. They kept the house up. See, like the roof is in pretty good shape. And they did the landscaping so the bushes didn't get out of control or anything. Come down here, and it's up on the hill, as you can tell. And being up on the hill, of course, helps with like rain and all that. And let me show you this neighborhood real quick. This right here is they got like a little like half cul-de-sac thing, like turnaround situation. And the neighborhood goes out about another third of a mile, and Kurt banks out to the left. And the houses get more expensive when you get down there. So this one will give you a bit more value. They've got a house going on for sale in this neighborhood for $450. That's probably, say, roughly 300 square feet bigger than this one. I don't know if they'll get that price that they're looking for, but shoot, if they get that $450 and this one's only $350, you know, you might be working on, you know, maybe a higher valuation of like $360, $365, $370 around there. So this is how she's looking from the street. This is to the right of the property if I'm facing the property going back toward Bomar Road. So if you put in Bomar Road at Whisper Trail, you'll have the neighborhood. And you see how it all kind of comes down here, because this is a drain right here. It takes all the water away, goes onto the neighbor's property across the street. But you see how quiet it is. It's 6:22 p.m. I'll be quiet for about 10 seconds so you guys can kind of really see how it sounds. And I always tell people, come by a neighborhood like in the evening, like when everybody's coming home in the evening, so you can see what the traffic flow is. I always say, you know, you don't just buy the sticks and bricks on a house, you also buy the neighborhood. You buy that barking dog, you buy the kids that leave their bikes in the streets all the time, you leave the neighbor that likes to leave their trash out and it blows all over your yard. You're literally buying all of that, not just the house itself. But so you have just some greenery right here, so you don't have anybody right next to you. So like somebody's coming in the car, I think. Let me walk back across the street. You see you guys have a property spike right there, so you can kind of see where the property ends, like right here. So this is like a neighboring property, but you see there's like it's wooded. There's no one's going to build anything because you have that drainage right there that's coming from down the hill. And then I'll walk back this way for y'all. Since y'all still watching, I'll just keep going and taking a look. Let me know if you got any other questions. This will go cash, of course, conventional, VA, FHA. They were renting it out or trying to rent it out, and the tenant was, you know, on their way out, but they're just like, you know what, forget it. You see, they put the sign on the ground. They're just like, forget it. We'll go ahead and sell. Because they didn't anticipate. They had it for a couple of years. They just didn't anticipate, you know, tenants being needy. And that happens, with, like I said, with first-time investors. So I'm going to show you a little bit more of the neighborhood. Get my steps in while I do it. You got some people here look like they're working on a house over here. Got all that equipment in the yard. But I've been out here for a few minutes. Y'all see how quiet it is. Not a whole lot going on. Everybody's got space between the houses, which is super important. I mean, you may not want he's washing his car. You may not want a ginormous yard, and you may not want to talk to your neighbors every day. So having a little bit of a combination of both, where it's the right size yard and your neighbors, you know, aren't too far away. So if something happens, you can come holler at them. So like this is that turnabout right here. So if you were having a party or something, you could probably put about 5-6 cars right there. And then they walk across the street. And in the backyard, as you saw, it's completely fenced. So if you had a little party for the kids or something, you can enclose them back there so you don't have to worry about them dashing out into the street or anything. So this is the neighbors, and she's set off the street a little bit, and there's a green space right there. Then there's green space next door. And then you have, this is your closest neighbor right here, which that's about, 35 feet across. So they wouldn't be bothering you too much. They pick up their sign for them, put it in the house. But let me know if y'all got some questions. I'm going to be putting this one on the market this week. We got the cleaning people coming and the photographer coming on Wednesday. And so it should be on the market by Friday. The address on this is 2655 Whisper Trail, Douglasville, 30135. This is the zip code. And then this is the side yard over here too. I'll show you all a little bit of this. You got plenty of side yard. I haven't walked past here yet. So y'all have a good idea. So you got a little storage shed right there. Big old banana trees. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stalks I see on that banana tree. And then you get your gate. And then you got your house. And then you got more storage right there. And that's the gate entrance. Extra storage. That's that space. That's that door to that side room. They did put a new panel out here recently. It's a newer panel. That's the old one. They took that one out. And get this big old long front porch down here. Let me know if y'all got some questions for me. If you want to put them in the chat about qualifying, not necessarily for this house, but really any house. If you ever thought about buying, lock myself out. Okay, there we go. If you ever thought about buying anything or moving to Atlanta, or we just want to know what it's like, subscribe to this page. I gotta keep pushing these glasses up. Subscribe to this page, and you can see some other videos, because I try to come up with videos every week so you guys can kind of just see what the market's offering, because this market is shifting. So it's about to be some pretty good deals out here. Things in our economy has shifted. World events got people feeling nervous. And so if y'all remember how during COVID, they wanted to, everybody wanted to hurry and buy something and get stable, right? Because they didn't know what was going to happen to the world. They're like, oh my gosh, the world's going to fall apart. Let me get static. Let me find me a piece of property. And, that's going to get on my nerves. I got to get some batteries for that. Let me get someplace and get static. I always like to check windows and doors before I leave. And now it's the opposite. People are just like, you know what? I need to get. I realized after COVID, this may not be where I want to be, right? They'll say, hey, this doesn't feel like home anymore to me. They don't have whole uncomfortability of or the insecurity that they had with, oh my gosh, I've got to get myself planted, get myself rooted, for my kids, for my family. They're forcing us to all work from home. Y'all remember all that panic? They're forcing us to work from home, and I just need to have a place that's me. And then now these people are realizing, even with these 2% and 3% mortgages that they got, they don't want to be in the houses anymore. They've already outgrown them, right? They cocooned themselves for so long, the past 3-4 years. And so now they're just like, okay, I got to really get what I really want, especially if this market's going to shift and if these values are going to go downhill in some markets. Let me just get out now, wait a couple months and then turn around and buy something if these prices, go down, because this is turning the buyer's market. I would not say our economy is crashing. That would not be my professional opinion as a realtor. We're not crashing, but we are definitely in a recession. And typically in a good market or a bad market, the people that realize what market lasts is always the sellers. So this will give you, an opportunity, like I said, to really get in here and find you something that's picturesque, that's going to work for you, and it's going to be cheaper than what you could have purchased not even 18 months ago. So that's what we've got going on now. Louisa G, let me know if you got questions. Dr. Shaman, let me know if you got questions. You can go to my website at therealestatemaven.net. And you can search for homes there. You can follow me there. You can see what's going on, or subscribe here to this channel, and I'll bring you guys some more updates as to, the work that I'm doing in the area to help people get the property sold. And so you know how much, you should be paying for a house at any particular time. I'm pretty good with my numbers. And like I said, I've been doing this for 26 years, so it's very little that I haven't already experienced in real estate at this point. So, even walk through houses where people have died. I've seen it. I've walked through people getting busy in houses. I've seen it all. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and let me know if you got any questions, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. So subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.